We live?
Yep.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Seal Podcast, episode number 208 for the 19th of January, 2024. My name is Fraser. I'm joined on my left by Neil.
Hello.
And on my right by Dave.
Hello.
Welcome back. Thanks very much for joining us. Everyone all right? That's a maybe.
Still coughing. Quite annoying.
You've been sick.
Well, I've just had this cough. It won't fucking go away. It's not as bad as it was. It got better and then it came back again. And then it sort of feels like it's going again. So
There was a bit of that going around with some of the other guy. Matt? Yeah, Matt had it.
yeah,
before,
Matt said
didn't
his whole family was ill.
Yeah. Oh, well, get well soon.
I'm all right.
Dave, you right?
Yeah. I just been down the gym today. Yeah.
Been up gym.
Been up gym. Yeah. So keeping up with my gym. Been 4 times this week.
Wow.
You advanced onto the blow drying of your own pubes now?
No.
You've become that guy yet? At what stage does this? How much gym do you have to have before you do that? There must be veterans to be like have the balls to do that.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Flapping in the wind.
Can you see yourself evolving into a real gym-going guy, right? Where you're going to start to see results and then put us all to shame.
Well, like he does that already.
So I've already built up my shoulders. To the point where there's some t-shirts that don't fit anymore, and it's not because I'm fat; it's because I've actually got some shoulder there now again.
Right.
I think I'm naturally quite a built guy. I'm just very sedate and like an office job. So yeah, no, it's
So you need
to be in the WWE scene, then, are you?
No, not that much.
Are you practicing jumping off the wardrobe in your bedroom?
No, I'm enjoying it. I am actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying going. I go to a couple of classes. Today I've done half hour on the cross trainer and half hour on the treadmill. And then
You into work this week? Or are you just gym boy now?
No, I go work. I go gym after work. No, but I allow myself. Me and the missus go to the sauna once a week. That's our treat. So we're going to a little spa. They've got a sort of a really nice hot water area where it does all the bubbles, the bubbly.
A jacuzzi.
It does jacuzzi, but it does like.
This is the gym you're at, right?
This is the gym, yeah. But in the gym, they have a sort of a spa, and they do jacuzzi and the fast like jetted water like onto your backs and stuff.
Shower.
No, but it's like a concentrated jet of water, and it's really nice to sort of.
It's like a massage via water.
Yeah. And then they've got a steam room and a couple of saunas as well. So yeah, we allow ourselves a 45-minute session in there once a week.
It's a special treat.
Yeah. Like I was saying before, that was the thing that I was worried about going to the gym, is that I'd be just lazy and just sit in the sauna or the spa like all the time. But actually, no, I'm really enjoying going on the equipment and doing the clubs, doing this lift club as well.
Have you made gym friends?
No, I'm getting to know faces and a few names as well. So, but not friends.
Have you high-fived anyone after some reps?
I've done some fist bumps.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you felt the burn?
Yeah.
And have you been offered any steroids yet?
No, not yet. No, I done 10 reps of 50 kg from knees to my waist. Part of this lift club is you sort of you're building yourself, like it's a 6 weeks, twice a week thing that you
just got to check here. Are you allowed to talk about lift club? Because has it got any like weird rules?
No, just lift. Don't not lift. That's the. If you see something, you gotta lift it up.
You just walk past anything without lifting it now.
yeah.
Any
I
movable
even
objects you walk past, fucking, I'm going to lift
yeah.
that.
I even looked at some like actual proper gloves.
Oh
I
boy.
was like, oh, am I that much of a gym buddy?
Just
gym...
hold out as long as you can. I'm still holding out on the swimming. I see people try. I don't have the goggles.
We haven't got any trunks.
Right?
Just go in
I've
your
got
pants.
trunks. The only thing I have is trunks. But I see people, they've got flippers, handboards. I can't quite. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure. I guess
Was it
it's
fucking
just
scuba school?
It's resistance training, I guess, is the only thing I can think of.
Flippers? Don't they make things easier?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I don't know, but whatever. I don't even, I don't talk to people when I'm there. So
What weirdos do that?
Yeah.
Have you fist bumped anyone in the pool?
Absolutely not. Okay. All right. Anything else? Should we just crack on? Neil, got some football for us?
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. Well, sort of. It's halfway through the week, isn't it? So
yeah,
it's a bit of a weird one. My boy Cap brought in Kevin De Bruyne and captained him. And he obviously came on and scored and set one up and got 3 bonus points, which was nice. For him. Yeah, so, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird week because it's like we're halfway through the week, so could be very different by next week. Unfortunately, I still think he'll be doing quite well by next week as well.
Yeah.
So
quite the lead.
So I don't know. I don't know what to do about football.
Well, there are only how many games were there?
There's 5 last week and there's 5 this weekend.
Oh, okay. Right.
So we're sort of
halfway. We'll catch up properly next week then, if you like.
Yeah, well, it's just could be very different by the end of the week, the end of the game week. So.
All right. Oh, that's fine. Okay, well, look, let's move on then to some listener stuff. Paul W. sent us something which I think we missed earlier in the week, but it was after last week's show.
It was after the show, so because obviously he'd obviously listened to the show as we were discussing.
Was it on Twitter? Did you say?
It was on X.
X, yeah.
We had an email to say check your notifications. I was like, I suppose I better do that then.
Oh yeah, okay. We're not really. Yeah, Twitter's not a great thing for us these days. Anyway, we were talking about Steam Decks and how they handle settings for games and graphic settings and whatnot. Paul said, check YouTube for Steam Deck benchmarking and games testing on pretty much any title, but resolution of 800 and built-in FSR. What's that?
It's the AMD DLSS, whatever that is.
Yeah.
It's like AI upscaling sort of thing.
Yeah, and smoothing and stuff like that, I thought.
Something FSR. Resolution or something.
Built-in FSR is a setting for any game built into the OS. Helps. Plus check out Cryobytes mod. Easy to implement. Yeah, the Steam Deck punches above its weight. In my honest opinion, the Steam Deck is the ZX Spectrum of the PC gaming. It punches above its weight. It is always interesting to see how well it performs. It upscales to 4K TVs. Set the display option to native in each game window display output. Set FSR to on in the Steam Deck OS. Set FSR to on in the Steam Deck OS. Thank you. And at the end, he says, anyone?
Check it. I love my Steam Deck.
Yeah.
I haven't gone down the rabbit hole that much.
A little bit. You did at the start, right?
Yeah. Bored of that now. But I still play Xbox games on it. Xbox Live cloud games on it. And there's a few.
Well, that doesn't use any of the features of the Steam Deck, really, does it?
Yeah.
It's just streaming. So.
Yeah. And a few games. David Diver I played a lot of on it. But not so much bigger games. So I don't know. I did do a few.
Cyberpunk on it.
Haven't tried Cyberpunk on it. No. Although that is one of the most played games on it. But yeah, I don't know if some Switch emulation games. No, some of them work, some don't. To a degree. So yeah, just fun to have about and mess about with.
Yeah, nice piece of kit, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
Much
Very.
appreciated.
It says hello in the chat.
Yeah. I'd like hello Lord. Sorry, that's I'm just trying to I'd like I think I'd part of me would a little bit I'd like to get my hands on a Steam Deck. I don't know if I want to splash the cash for one. I just don't think I'd get the value out of it, but I'd like to try one. See what it's all about.
They're not having them at the library.
No. I'll pick one up in 10 years when they're cheap.
Car boot.
Yeah, where it won't run anything.
Have you seen any on Facebook Marketplace or whatever? Where'd you get all your hi-fi gear? Maybe you need to join some new groups on Facebook.
Yeah, well, I have to want to buy a Steam Deck first. So
well, you said you'd like to try them. If you pick C1 for like $100,
that's not going to happen, is it?
I don't know.
How much are they now?
Depends which one you get.
What's the entry cost?
Well, the new entry point is higher than it used to be, I guess. But
brilliant. Going backwards.
But no, they got better. That's the thing, haven't they?
Well,
the minimum is 512 gig now, which used to be what 64 plus an SD card or whatever.
You could throw any numbers you like at me. I only want one number from you, and I don't seem to be getting it. How much does it fucking cost?
I told you. You get one for 100 if some mug puts one on there for 100.
All right, I give up. Friend of the show, Chinny, sent us a question. Aptly at the end of Paul W's thing, who started Check It Out?
Fuck knows.
Nobody knows, do they? It evolved.
Just happened, isn't it? It's one of those natural things.
Yeah.
I remember the Beastie Boys doing a song called Check It Out. So
oh, yeah?
I think they weren't the first, to be fair.
Mate, I've got loads of Beastie Boys albums here, but I don't know that song. Maybe I should go
it might
check
not have been
it
called
out.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should check them out a bit more.
You've seen the Beastie Boys documentary? Came out last year or the year before.
No,
it's very good. Well worth a watch. Lord, who has arrived in the chat just in time for us
Steam Decks
to...
are great, by the way, he says.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, thank you, Lord. He's just subscribed.
He's got a... Oh, okay. He's got a quiz. We'll come back to the quiz.
Come on, someone else do it, because we've got a hype train coming. Whatever that is.
Have we?
Apparently so.
Nice. Oh, I've got something for you, Neil. Hang on a second. I'll find it while there's... Pilch wrote in and said, anyone excited for Brotato?
Yeah, actually.
No,
I don't know what that is.
It's a game on a Game Pass.
It's like it's coming to Game Pass. It's like Vampire Survivors.
Is it Vampire Survivors? Yeah, I've heard it's good.
Yeah. It's in a similar vein.
Apparently they're ass games, apparently.
They're arse games?
Ass. No, ass, not arse. It's something like...
What does that mean? Something as a service?
Something Survivor. Something Survivor or something.
Oh.
Lord's given us a bit. He has one bit left. I don't know how much a bit's worth. It's like fucking a fraction of a penny or something.
Do we get the hype train for that?
No. Oh, we have? No. If someone else subs, I reckon we might do it.
Okay.
I can't sub till later.
I found this. When they sub, this is what I'm going to play.
You can't hear it.
You can't hear that?
No. Still can't.
Straight cutting it out, eh? That's interesting.
That's good, isn't it? That's it works well, doesn't it?
It's that air horn that you always...
What we're going to do is play some silence if anyone else subs.
Full on sound. I don't understand why it wouldn't be doing. Why didn't be playing?
We tried to do it. We tried to do it from Discord. We tried to do the
it doesn't come through on the recording, but it comes through on the Twitch stream if we go.
Have we got an air horn on here?
Yeah. Comes through on the Twitch stream, but no, there is a bow 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 bow, isn't there?
No, I don't know. Anyway, that's lame, and I have failed.
The Brotato, yes, I am excited.
I gotta just look here. I just gotta look. Did that go through?
It came through on the Twitch.
Craig... Yeah.
Did it?
Craig
doesn't get it. Craig doesn't get it.
Craig doesn't get it, does he? Oh, okay. Brotato. I have to look into that. Okay, interesting. One to look for. Lord's given us a quiz. Then let's get on with that.
No.
Should I ask the?
You better ask the questions then.
I better do. Question. No. Okay, he says, "Okay, ladies." Wow, it's a bit sexist.
Is he assuming
okay,
something
ladies?
There?
Well, I'm not sure. It really does look like you're just guzzling a bottle of wine.
It does look bigger on the screen than it does. I don't know. It's weird. It's like a perspective thing.
Yeah. I'm not judging. He says, "Okay, ladies, another quiz this week. A bit of general knowledge. Let's see how you do."
This stream sponsored by.
Question number 1: the pitaya fruit, and I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Pitaya.
You say pitaya. I say pitaya. You know what you said.
Pitaya fruit is more commonly known by what English name? The pitaya fruit is more commonly known by what English name?
I feel like I should know this straight away because of working on fruit and veg and all that. But this one's not ringing a bells.
I think it's the dragon fruit.
Oh, I like that.
Is that more commonly known by its English name? Feels like you don't see dragon fruits very often.
We do. We see dragon fruits a lot over here.
It's not going to be something like random, like for cucumber or something like that.
I'm going to say kiwi fruit.
Okay.
No, I'm going to say cucumber.
Cucumber's not a fruit, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hang on a second. Cucumber's a fruit?
Has seeds on the inside. Does that not make it a fruit?
I'm not sure. I always knew tomato was classed as a fruit, but I wasn't sure.
That has seeds on the inside too.
Because bananas are fruit.
Berries are not fruits. Berries are berries.
Are you a fruit, Neil? You have seeds on the inside.
Not anymore.
No. Actually, no. I probably don't either. Dave does.
But to be fair, I haven't tried them out recently. So
you had the snip, Dave?
I've had the snip.
You still have them. You just don't. They just don't come out.
Don't they just dry up?
I don't really know how that works, to be honest. They just can't come out, can they? Because they're not connected to anything.
I have no idea.
You've got millions of. They're just building up, and there's nowhere for them to go.
Dragging this ball sack behind me.
Just giant ball sack.
To be honest, I think it to start with, but then you stop producing because it's like now this is a fruitless exercise.
This is a waste of calories. A waste of calories.
No, I was trying to get back into the question.
I like it. Yeah, well, only us could go from fruit to.
Only us? I'm not sure about that.
To Spuds.
No, hang on. I got to write.
Sad news. We've missed the hype train. No one else saw
my notes here. Okay. Who have we got here? Dave, Neil, Fraser.
Are we doing a...
No, just calm your boots. All right. Easy up yourself. Question number 1, 2, and 3. Dave,
you were giving it large, saying we had to be quick tonight.
We are quick. We're well ahead of schedule because we haven't done your football section. If we can bring you down on your games played, we're going to bring this puppy in under 8 hours. Right.
Rude.
Dave, what did you say?
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. D is for dragon fruit.
D for dragon fruit.
You can only give answers that are the same letter as your name. Neil?
I said cucumber.
Nuts. Cucumber. If it's cucumber, I'm going to fucking lose it. And I'm saying, what did I say? Kiwi fruit. Kiwi fruit. Cucumber.
Because it's I suppose kiwi fruit for New Zealand. It's like an England fruit.
An English fruit, yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, it'd be like a pigeon fruit or something, an English bird.
I feel like that it's probably got a proper name, and they come from. Do they? I don't even know where they come from.
I don't think they do come from New Zealand, to be honest. They look like massive testicles. Let's be honest.
They look like there's probably a hot place that grows them better than New Zealand.
Yeah.
I don't know what your testicles look like, but mine are not massive and green.
I said they look massive. Like a massive testicle, not like a normal testicle. Maybe you had an infected testicle. One of us is right, apparently.
Ooh.
Which fruit looks the most like a testicle?
A kumquat.
I would say. Hang on. No, there is an answer. What are the hard-shelled, red, spiky ones that you unshell?
What, like a lychee?
Yes. That's it.
They're a bit round, aren't they? They're a bit round.
I'd like to see your balls.
I wouldn't.
Well, you're in luck.
Not on the stream. We get banned.
We've got video. We should make use of this medium.
If only somebody else had thought about showing their testicles on streams before.
We can put some sensor bars up. Then you can just show it to Fraser on Discord.
I think just showing it to only me is worse, way worse. I feel like we're sharing something we didn't. All right, let's go. Question number 2. Where on the body would one find the orbit? Where on the body would one find the orbit?
Right. Is that not the bone that goes around your eye?
That's what I think. So I was going to say eye.
On your skull.
Around the eye. Yeah, skull. I'm going to say skull.
Yeah, because like I've heard of people fracturing their orbital, their sort of eye socket bone. So I was gonna say head, but yeah, face, head.
Neil, same.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think isn't that not the bone that goes around your eye?
I'm just checking. I'm just doing my Neil, I'm just doing my due diligence and making sure that is your answer. I want any come back later where you go, I never fucking told you that it was that. I've changed my answer. You didn't ask me. And I'm in all sorts of shit.
I won't be saying that, would I? No, not sort. It's not the sort of thing
I do. Question number 3. What type of tree is pictured on the Lebanese flag? What tripe of tea?
Got more chance of answering that one.
Yeah, what type of tree is pictured on the Lebanese flag?
Not very good at this area of the world, geography and all that.
Where is Lebanon? Is it
Middle Easty kind of thing, isn't it?
I think so.
Not Africa, is it?
Well, I don't know. Is it Africa? Is it Asia? I don't know. It's a bit of a grey area for me, that whole sort of area. The Asian Cup is being played in Qatar. So that's like, is that Asia? I guess. I don't know.
Right.
I'll say the yew tree.
A yew tree.
Yew tree. Oh, nice.
It's either that or bao. Maybe.
Oh, that's not bad, Cat. Yes, that sounds a bit more Middle Eastern. Would know the flag if you saw it.
Yeah, isn't it?
Is it just
pine
like
tree?
Hemp or?
I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just say a pine tree. Do they have pine trees out there?
What about a palm tree?
Oh, yeah. Is it the one? I'm trying to remember whether I try to just picture it. Whether it's the one with like the lopsided palm tree or something. Is that it?
Apparently, you'd know it if you saw it.
All right.
We'll know later.
Were you saying palm tree?
Yeah, I'm saying palm tree.
All right. Just checking. Okay.
Are we doing answers now?
Sure.
It's like you're on tenterhooks with Neil at the moment. Just ask him. All right.
This is like what they call that tipping point or something. This is way harder than tipping point. These questions are rock hard. Everything on tipping point was a piece of piss usually.
What's tipping point?
Oh, it's fucking lame. It's a really terrible daytime inverted commas quiz show.
Yeah, it's
where
like
you
really
chuck coins,
spell beans.
The things at the arcade where there's like shelves of money moving backwards and forwards. Yeah,
penny machines.
It's basically that, but you have to answer a question to drop a coin.
Yeah,
right.
And it's rigged because people actually get coins off of their shelves in this game. That never fucking happens in the arcades. So the quiz. The pitaya fruit is more commonly known by the English name of dragon fruit.
Oh, Davey boy!
I knew that because I spent 3 months in Thailand. So yeah.
Well, you didn't give that fucking.
Because I'm not gonna fucking tell you.
I didn't realise we were competitive. Right. So, where on the body would one find the orbit? The eye socket.
Everyone got that one. Good.
And the type of tree pictured on the Lebanese flag is a cedar tree.
Oh.
I wouldn't know what a fucking cedar tree looks like. The boss I went to Cedars Upper School, but there were no cedar trees that I know of. That's what cedar tree is. They put in that in perfume and aftershave, don't they? Cedar that's one of the fragrances.
I know. I think there's a lot of cedar over here.
I'm looking
more
at the
seeds.
Flag now.
Dave is the winner.
Okay. I know the flag. I wouldn't have known that was a cedar tree.
No.
Does it look like a tree?
Yes, kind of. Yeah, weirdly.
Yeah, that's what I expected. That's why I said pine. But now I look at it, it looks
like a cedar
tree.
tree.
Yeah, it looks like a cedar tree,
bizarrely. It's like a large bush, but in tree form.
Mm.
It's like a 70s porno.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Yes, very much. Much appreciated. Good fun. Okay, let's move on to what we've been doing then.
What have we been doing?
Schedule. What have we been doing? We haven't got much in there either.
Well, I don't know. I put something in there.
Dave's been down the gym, but we've already had that. Anything else?
Watch True Detective just before the show. First episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who's the star of that one?
Jodie Foster.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen lots of 5-star reviews going around. But obviously they've seen the whole series. It's only 6 episodes.
Right.
So
about an hour each, are they?
Yeah, 56 minutes the first one was, technically. But without adverts. Because actually
I watched the first season of True Detective, and I mean
that was really fucked up, that one.
It was very disturbing.
Yeah.
I think it sort of put me off watching anymore.
I don't remember the second one at all, because because Chill Robots obviously posted about it in the Discord last week. And I was like, yeah, I've watched. It was really messed up, but I did enjoy the old ones. But and he was like, yeah, we didn't watch season 3, and I was like, 3? I thought there'd only been 2. And then I looked back and I went, oh, I've watched season 3, and I didn't remember anything about season 2 whatsoever. That was Colin Farrell. I don't remember that at all. I definitely watched it, but I don't remember anything about it.
Right.
But season 3, I remember that was really fucking weird as well.
So what's this one? 4 or 5?
This is 4.
4.
And it's in Alaska.
And how have you enjoyed the first episode?
It's very much setting the scene.
Yeah, of course.
The first episode, so I hope it starts to go places. So
right.
Lord's off to play Starfield, he says, our favourite game. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
No, but yeah, so there's not a lot happened really. There's a bit, yeah, like I say, like some weird shit happens basically. You'll be surprised to hear in True Detective. 8 scientists in the Arctic Circle, like fucking research station, all just basically disappear.
All right.
And so the cops get called in to work out what's going on.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay.
Interesting.
Anything else apart from True Detective?
No, I've done fuck all. Watched a load of African Cup of Nations. I say a load. I've watched a few games of African Cup of Nations.
You watch any Egypt? Did Egypt play? Did they win?
Egypt. Did you see that? Oh, that was big news. I forgot about that with regards to Fantasy Premier League. Mo Salah went off at half time. Looked like he might have done his hamstring.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, indeed.
News, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So that's relevant.
Could be a sale incoming.
Yeah. A fire sale of Mo Salah. But there's not really been any news yet about how bad it is. So
Is he going down in price at all? He's dropped in price.
He's dropped it a couple of times, but it's not. It
doesn't make any real difference because I'm not.
He still needs to drop a shitload before I get him back to the price that I paid for him in the first place. So
yeah, I paid 12.8 for him. He's 13.1 now.
Yeah.
So actually, Mo Salah dropping, it doesn't make any difference to me really.
No, not until he gets below 12.8 million. Then you need to sell him.
Then it's a problem. Yeah.
I need to. I've just looked at my team. I need to do a fire sale.
Don't do it yet.
Yeah,
don't do it
I'm
yet.
thinking the wild card might have to come out, to be honest. But there we go.
Just hang on. Don't panic. Don't panic. There's still a few days. See what happens after the weekend.
So yeah, watched what may have been sounded like it was a big game, Senegal versus Cameroon, but Cameroon turns out they're a bit shit.
Oh yeah,
they were like the first big African team that made it, weren't they?
They've always been a bit shit, haven't they?
No, I don't know. They were the first African team that really broke onto the scene. They were beating England, weren't they, in 1990 or whatever, weren't it? Was it 1990?
We played them in the semi-final and sent them home.
Semi-final? No, we didn't. Quarter-final, mate. No, it wasn't even a quarter-final.
Quarter-final. No, they made it to the knockout stages, didn't they?
Yeah.
Cameron.
Roger Mia, remember that? Dancing by the corner flag, giving a little...
Yeah. Everybody loved
them.
So
they were the first African team anyone really paid any attention to.
Right, but they got found out eventually.
I say
England
first,
found them out.
England.
I think England sent them home, if I remember correctly.
Brian Mburmo's obviously from Cameroon. He's out injured, so he's their big star. That's not playing. And Anana in goal, conceded 3 today.
Nice. Bodes well for me.
But Senegal, it was I don't know. Cameroon just like they scored with their first shot in the 80th minute or something stupid. It was a header. But there's quite a few Premier League players over there, and I suspect maybe future Premier League players as well. Because there's a guy who used to play for Man United called Bebe, who plays for Cape Verde. He scored from about 35 yards for a free kick today. It's quite a spectacular goal. So there's been some good. There's always the atmosphere is great in those games because it's all loads of fucking drums and people dancing and everything. And the shots of the crowd are probably more entertaining than the football half the time. But
I always like the African countries in the World Cup because when the fans descend. Yeah. They descend in mass and
they bring the party spirit.
They do bring the party.
Any vuvuzelas?
No, we're not South Africa. I haven't seen a South Africa game yet. Maybe they bring them. It's in the Ivory Coast, which they're sort of
Côte d'Ivoire, please.
Côte d'Ivoire, yes, obviously on there. Is that their native tongue of French? They're sort of they've had some big stars
nothing like a little nod to slavery, I think.
So like the Tourés, Yaya, Cole, they all come from Ivory Coast. Biggest star ever is probably Didier Drogba.
Yeah, the Drogs.
And the current, up to the Cup, one of their big sort of stars was Wilf Zaha, but he's not even in the squad. Oh. So I can't think of anyone. I know a couple of them, but I can't think of them right now. But yeah, I was listening to something the other day about how it was a divided country in the 90s. There was the north part was sort of, I can't remember what they called it. It was sort of held by rebels and stuff like that, and the south was the organised government. And apparently, Drogba sort of united the country when they did something in the AFCON or something one year. So, yeah, it's football's a big deal in Africa in terms of how important it is for bringing countries together and stuff like that. And the whole continent. That's why AFCON is so celebrated in Africa.
Well, I wonder if they'll talk about the slavery business, the chocolate slavery business in the Ivory Coast and their use of children. And will they do that?
Well, I don't know if that will be mentioned on the commentary.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Is that still a thing then?
Yes.
Yeah, massively.
Is it?
Yeah, remember that when you're drinking your cheap coffee and eating your cheap chocolate.
Who's benefiting from that then?
We are.
Oh. If you have chocolate. Whose chocolate comes from there then?
I guess. I'm not entirely sure. I mean,
it's not fair trade, is that what you're saying?
Fair trade's not a thing. It's a thing, but it
I can tell you, fair trade was invented around here.
Oh, yeah?
Apparently. And the Paralympics.
All right. Anyway, we're veering off to very dark part of whatever. This is not what we're about, but there you go. Okay. Good. Anything else? Any more on that?
No, but I recommend you watch.
Any more on slavery? Child slavery, Neil?
I'm just here for the football.
I'm not going to laugh.
I can recommend some dodgy Chinese websites if you're into child slavery.
No, don't even. Man, talk about. We've been getting not terrible spam. I mean, we've always got spam or whatever. Getting some very clever spam emails this week. I've had, or in the last couple of weeks, two or three of them. Getting emails now tailored to our business. Right, on what we do and asking us for business or whatever, or to come and quote on projects or whatever from people that we know, but it's not them.
Impersonators.
Yeah, there's.
Is it one weird symbol?
No, I'll tell you what it is, and this will just maybe might maybe stop someone else from doing it. But we've seen a lot of emails, and if you check the links, it's to customervoice.microsoft.
Mm.
And apparently, I don't know what customer voice is exactly. It's some sort of Microsoft tool for maybe customer tracking or something like that, right? And somehow these guys are using that as the way to fish for your information. So it all looks a little bit legit, but it ain't legit. So be careful out there, people. I just bring that up because we had a couple of them. Okay, I went to the opticians yesterday.
Ooh.
So yeah. Well, I went to the doctor's just before Christmas, and had sort of my checkup and whatnot. And she talked to me about hearing. She talked to me about vision and all these, And so I thought, you know what, I'm well overdue for going to the opticians. Neil knows, he's always telling me to go there. And I did go to the opticians. I had a battery of tests, some very neat, clever, I guess. I don't know, either it was all for show or whatever, but it looked pretty cool. Some laser stuff in my eyeballs and whatnot. And he dilated my pupils, and I had yellow gunk in my eyes and all that sort of stuff.
That shit, that's good shit. But you can't see.
Yeah. And so it turned out anyway, one of my eyes is a little bit long-sighted. One of my eyes the other one is a little bit short-sighted. They're sort of canceling each other out. And he said, carry on with your readers. I don't recommend, it's a real urgency for you to change your glasses. He said, I can give you glasses that will cover all of it, but you'd have to wear them all the time. And he knew the answer before I'd even said it. That's not going to happen.
Had you already tried to not pay for your optician's appointment?
Well, he'd already had, he'd already pretty much given me the nod that I was okay. But he said there was a problem. Dun, dun, I have a problem, people. So apparently you have these glands in your eyelids that secrete an oily mucus or whatever, or an oil. Let's just call it an oil rather than a mucus. And that helps to prevent your tears from evaporating and basically protects like the edges of your eyes or whatever like that. And my glands are slowly dying, and I don't have many left on one of my eyes, and they're disappearing on one of my other eyes. So I have to undergo treatment for that. Yeah. Called the meibomian glands, I think. So I have to deal with that. I have to do a little bit of preparation every day. I have to do some heat treatment on my eyes with a hot pad or whatever to open and close the glands. Open the glands, close the glands, all that, get blood flow going in them.
Stop
and then
talking about glands.
And then I've got to go back for treatment in a few weeks. So at least, obviously that's not great. Okay. But the good news is
they find it now though, isn't it?
That's the whole point, Neil, right?
That's why I keep telling you should go to the fucking opticians.
Yeah, it's not just about glasses. No. It's about optical health. Right? So that's good.
Yes.
So I'm pleased about that. Well, pleased and not pleased in the same breath. But yeah, so there we go. Go to the doctors and get them to check you out.
Yes.
And then I came home. I couldn't see anything. I had to get my daughter to read everything for me. Everything was bright.
Yeah, it lets loads of light in. It opens up your pupils, so you can't, and everything's a bit blurry.
Yeah, as soon as I left, because I walked there, right? No, I didn't.
I had somewhat of fucking. They opened up my eyes, and I was sitting there going, everything looks fucking weird. I was just sitting in like the waiting room. I was like, everything's really starting to look a bit weird. But I could see better without my glasses. It was really fucked up.
Oh yeah.
And then I just started to get a really bad fucking headache. I was like, when I went in there to get seen, I was like, yeah. She's like, are you feeling okay? I was like, well, I've got a bit of a headache. She's like, oh yeah, those things can give you a headache. I was like, well, no one fucking said that before they did that. It was just like sitting there with a fucking thumping headache going, what the fuck? So yeah, thankfully it was just.
Yeah, I had. I was sort of proactive. I was proactive because I took sunglasses with me. Well, first of all, I booked an optician. I didn't like my dentist, so I booked a dentist. It's like, so I chose the dentist that was closest to my house. And then I needed the optician. I was like, I'm going to choose the optician that's close to my house. He's been in the town for 30 years, right? So I could walk to him. And I thought that's probably a good idea too, that I walk to the optician and don't drive.
I was specifically told not to drive.
Well, yeah, I never was told that, but I assumed it. I sort of knew what to expect, and I took sunglasses with me as well to wear on the way home.
So did you know they were going to do that? All that bollocks.
I think I'd had it. I think I'd had it. Maybe you reminded me of it. That you've. I just thought
Well, I had in mind all that stuff was done at the hospital for me. Like, it wasn't done at the opticians.
Yeah, I sort of knew it was a possibility. I think I just thought I think I need to take sunglasses, so it was a good thing I did. But as soon as I walked out the opticians, loads of fire trucks started coming down, flashing lights everywhere. It looked amazing.
You think you were tripping?
Very vibrant. I thought that was cool. Godspeed,
life
emergency services. Yeah, it was really neat. But I came back and prepared dinner in the dark. I couldn't handle it in the house. I've just put new light bulbs in as well, so everything was super bright. So yeah, I turned all that off. But yeah, so the opticians is done. That was so actually it turns out that was a good thing I went to the opticians. So nothing else really happening.
Very proud of you.
Thank you
for taking that big step and going to the opticians.
Yeah. You've been a big boy.
Yeah.
I took my son to the opticians last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sickeningly good eyesight.
Oh well, that's good.
It's good for him. But I kept saying I had good eyesight before I needed fucking glasses. I made it to my 30s before I needed glasses. I had brilliant eyesight until then. But
most people do, though, don't they? I mean, 30 onwards.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. I don't know if I've got anything else to add. So let's move on then to what we've been playing.
Okay. Insert jingle.
All right. Okay.
What we've been playing.
Neil, do you want to start? Bounce around.
Okay. I have played a little bit of a new game. I say new game. It's a new old game. Today, The Last of Us 2 Remastered came out on PS5, which I paid my £10 for the privilege of playing the PS5 version. So I've played 2 3/4 hours.
You didn't play it before, right?
I've not played it before, no.
No.
And I don't really remember what happened right at the end of The Last of Us 1. So I was a bit drunk when I finished it.
Did you not watch the TV series?
Yeah, I haven't finished the last 2 episodes of the TV series. But I know what happens, because obviously you can't fucking walk down the street without someone fucking telling you what happened in The Last of Us nowadays. But obviously 2 has not been on telly, and I know some things that happen in the game, but I've tried to steer clear of any discussion of The Last of Us 2. Certainly deep dives or spoiler casts and shit like that. But there's things you just being into video games, you hear, and you're like, okay, fine. Didn't really need to hear that, but now I know. So it's not going to be a big fucking thing when it happens in the game for me. But I'm not going to say what they are.
Good. I may play it in the future.
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah, well, it'll be out on PC in 2 years' time, probably, or something stupid. When they remaster it for the PC. But yeah, so Ellie's older. Everyone's older, obviously, because obviously she doesn't age on her own. Everyone in the game is older, and there's new characters. I've played as 3 different characters so far.
Is it automatically changing you to the different characters?
Like you start off and there's Joel there with his brother having a chat. So you play as Joel at the beginning of the game. And then you transition after some cutscenes. There's quite a lot of cutscenes so far. But, it's a story-based game, largely. So, and then I've played as Ellie, and then I played as the new person that wasn't in the first game. Abby. So, what have I got to tell you about Last of Us 2? It's an old game, I guess now. Is it 2 years old, 3 years old?
Oh, at least.
It looks pretty fucking fancy, I have to say, on the PS5. And it definitely plays better than I remember the original playing. Because I haven't played it since I played Last of Us on... Must have been PS4, I think. So it came out on PS3 originally, does it? Last of Us? It was a late PS3 game, wasn't it?
I think it was a late PS3 game, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
And then it came to PS... Oh, maybe I played it on PS3. I can't remember. But it's been a while since I played it. And yeah, the stealth feels much better than it did, than I remember it feeling anyway. And the shooting feels better, so it feels more Like the gamey bits feel better than they used to, for sure.
Oh,
in
The
my
Last of Us came out in 2013
Yeah.
on PlayStation 3.
Yeah. So that was the year the PS4 came out.
It didn't come out on PlayStation 4 till a year later.
Yeah, so I think I played it on PS. Oh, I fucking can't remember. Anyway, what doesn't really? It's really relevant. It was a long fucking time ago. But I didn't play it when it came out, whenever it was. So I must have played it on PS4 a little bit later anyway. But so it's been a while. But yeah, definitely feels better. I think that may be because I'm playing in performance mode on PS5, which runs at 60 frames per second, which may help how things feel in the game. But obviously, I could play it at 30 frames per second in proper 4K with like even better graphics. But I was like, it looks fucking great in performance mode. So I'm not really got much more to say about it so far. Not a lot's happened really yet. Oh. But, you know, like I say, you've played as 3 characters, walking around in the snow a lot, which looks amazing.
Oh, yeah, so it only came out today for PS5.
For PS5,
then, right?
yeah. There's been a PS5 mode for the PS4 game, but the full
PS4 came out June 2020, so almost 3 years.
So with this, does it use much of the actual additional parts of the controller, like the speakers and the...
It has DualSense native controls now. When you get when you pull the triggers, there's definitely like resistance in the triggers for certain actions now, which obviously wasn't in the PS4 version. Nothing major so far. There's like the guitar bits. You play the guitar. And I have not seen it or anything before, but yeah, there's a little guitar mini game, and there is a whole new mode in this game. Like a roguelike mode, but obviously it says we recommend you wait till you finish the game before you play this. I was like, fine, I'm going to play the game, which is probably quite a lot of game to get through. I think it's about 40 hours, which usually means it'll take me about fucking 60 hours to get through the same amount of game as him. Judging by everything on How Long to Beat says, oh, it's only 12 hours. It's like, I fucking played it for 30 hours. What are you talking about? So, yeah, so I ain't really got much to say about it other than, yes, it feels better than The Last of Us, and I'm looking forward to getting through it. I know it's a bit grim. There's definitely, like, the stealth takedowns are pretty gruesome so far. Got killed by a clicker. That was the first time I died.
Good old clickers.
I encountered some, and then I dealt with them quite easily, and then there was a big crowd of, like, runners, and then a couple of clickers, and I had a Molotov cocktail, so I launched a Molotov, burnt a load of them, but there was still a clicker left. And then one of the other guys saw me and it all fucking just kicked off and went to shit. So I was like, fuck! I didn't realise you couldn't kill a clicker without, like, you couldn't just punch one as it come towards you because they just come and grab you and, like, rip the fucking neck off. I was like, oh, right, okay.
Lesson learned on that one.
Yeah, a lesson learned there. Yeah, it's like, make sure you dodge. I was like, right, okay, thanks. Thanks for that.
Have you not watched Last of Us?
Yeah. It's been a while. It just says move really slow. Like I say, it all just went fucking to hell in a handbasket, as they say. And didn't quite pan out. But I was like, I don't want to shoot them because there could be loads of more zombies coming around. They're not zombies. Not zombies.
Not zombies.
The infected.
Infected.
The infected.
What's it? Mushrooms.
They're called infected.
I would like to play this, I think.
Yeah.
I think I would like to play this.
Well, you could buy it on PS4 with a PS4.
No. My son's talking about getting a PS5. May I need him to do that?
I don't recommend against buying a PS5. If you was to buy a console that wasn't a Switch, I would say buy a PS5. Don't bother with an Xbox. You have a PC, you have everything you need for Xbox-wise. Plus, you already have an Xbox Series S.
Yes.
So, yeah. A PS5 is it's fucking selling ridiculous amounts as well. Have you seen that? Did you see that the other week? How many they've sold?
Oh, well, I know.
It's like 3-1 versus a fucking Xbox.
Yeah, they're just, the Xbox is getting creamed out there.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, what, Dave, do you want to pick one of yours? You've got a few today.
I've got a few games to play. Yeah. I'll do a quick one because I've talked about it before. XCOM 2, War of the Chosen. I'm still playing that. Iron Man mode. I'm sure if it was last week or the week before, I had a go after the podcast, and I was quite drunk, and I lost
Were you?
Yeah, and I lost 5 of my main guys on one mission.
Oh no! Did you go back to an old save then?
You can't.
Oh fuck! There's like an Iron Man mode. There's like an Iron Man mode in Last of Us 2. You can play it like super hardcore and like what they called it. There's the fucking I can't remember. What's it called when you can die?
Permadeath.
Hardcore. Permadeath. That's the one.
Permadeath. Yeah.
But there's 3 levels. You can play it for like per chapter, per act, or the whole fucking game.
Right. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah. So I learned my lesson not to play XCOM.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
After having a drink or two, so
you learned nothing.
So yeah, but I
it'll happen again
later, maybe.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Are you on the Desperados tonight?
No,
I noticed he's not.
On the Corona.
Oh, that's like water.
4.5%.
That's like the opposite of Desperados.
It was Desperados last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Again.
Yes.
Are you finished? Did you have a case of Desperados or something?
Yeah, 24 of them.
Oh,
yeah. Fucking hell.
How many you got left now?
Some. I don't think any. Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on. I'll just double check the fridge. What's this?
Oh, he's found one.
Got 2.
Oh no! Oh no! It's gonna get messy later.
Yeah, get those out. Get those on top.
Say goodbye to my XCOM, my best
XCOM.
The
entire squad will be dead later on tonight.
A bit of XCOM later. Nice.
So yeah. So but no, I didn't start again. I persevered. It was a big blow for the for my campaign. But yeah, I've memorialized the soldiers. But no, yeah. So
have you named them all by people you know?
That's just exactly what I was about to ask.
No, I'm very practical with my nicknaming of them. So if I
like
have a
Brian Machine Gun or something,
if I have like a medic guy, I just call him Doc. Or if I have like a Reaper guy that just Blade Master, I call him Slasher. And yeah, so my nicknames are very like it tells me what they are, like, so I don't have to go into the character bio and go for all that. So I know who I'm picking on what missions and stuff. So, but it's only my best ones that have them. So if any of those die, I am a bit sad. But yeah, no, it's an old game. 2016 it came out. And it's still good. It still plays really well. Yeah, still enjoy it. It's a really good. I'm surprised I haven't done an XCOM 3. So I don't know why they haven't.
Well, they were working on that Midnight Suns, I guess, weren't they? Maybe they are beavering away on XCOM 3 somewhere.
Maybe there's a couple of people sort of still trying to get it done. But I assumed XCOM 2 and War of the Chosen DLC done really well, because like whenever I look at it on Steam, it's like massively positive. Most of the people that I've got of my friends have played it or got it, or in some respects. So yeah, don't know.
All right. Okay. I will mention just I have not been playing Elden Ring, but I have been playing Elden Ring by proxy through my son, as I think I mentioned before. He's been so actually, Neil, you were online the other day.
Yeah.
So he was battling Melania, right? Who's the
this is the fight that's on the stream right now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it? So apparently, I mean, he primed me for this and said, "Oh, do you know?" I didn't really know anything about her. I knew nothing about her, to be honest. And he was telling me just basically how bad that fight could be. Like, not only does she do attacks and tons of damage or whatever, a lot of her attacks will heal herself and whatnot. But you and I were sitting there doing whatever we were doing online, and he beavered away behind us, and then he killed her, right? So.
Come in to tell us they'd killed her.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I say we're watching the fight. We're not really watching the fight. We're watching the cutscene before the fight.
Right.
It's a big.
But I think, but you're the Elden Ring guy, so you can tell us. But is she supposed to be like one of the hardest in there?
Regarded as one of the hardest bosses in all of Dark Souls and From Software games.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you stream
So, yeah.
this?
No,
one?
I didn't even fight her because it's an optional boss. You have to seek her out.
Oh, okay.
It's like off the beaten path to go and fight. It doesn't happen as part of the critical path. But yeah.
And there's a young lad skilled with fresh neurons.
Yeah.
And skill. Who did seek her out.
Didn't even take that long, really. I didn't think.
No, it was almost like
hang on. No, he did say, hasn't he tried it like 30 or 40 times beforehand or something?
He basically at it for the evening, I think, right?
But he got to a point where he could regularly get to the second phase.
Send him a message. I'm curious as to how long.
She's a motherfucker, apparently.
Yeah. Anyway, he did it very well. So I know.
Did you not actually watch it?
No, I would think I missed it. No, I missed that one. But he regularly has Elden Ring on the main television, or every time I walk past I have to walk past him to get out of the basement, and I'm always stopping because I'm just fascinated at how great Elden Ring looks. Just amazing. Like I just think it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, what's my game of the year?
Yeah, his machine is running it like an absolute champ. It looks brilliant. So, and he's got a 1650 for anybody who wants to reference that. I think he's got 1650 Super. Yeah, handling it like a champ. I don't see his frames dipping when he's fighting some of the major bosses, and it looks amazing. So fair play to that card and his processor. And the game, I guess.
Yeah. One day maybe. The DLC is much rumored to be coming out soon. Shadow of the Erd Tree.
All right. Will you be getting that?
Maybe. Although I feel like I would be totally shit at it, having not played Elden Ring for about 18 months.
Now, would you think it would be wasted on you because you don't have the
mad skills?
Desire? No, and don't take this the wrong way, but you're not full of the desire to go and seek out other bosses like Melania or maybe stuff.
Well, it wasn't that.
Like, how much did
I didn't really know how to find her.
Oh, how much did? Do you have any idea of how much you might not have done in the main game?
I don't know, but I did play 200 odd hours of it.
So. Oh, okay, all right. So you gave it a fair shake of the stick.
Yeah. So I mean, it's up to 200 odd hours now. So I have dipped back in a couple of times after finishing it to like, oh yeah, it's still good. But,
yeah, so I'm quite happy to sit on the sidelines and watch him. I mean, I sat and if he's playing it on the weekend, if he fires it up at the weekend and there's a chance, I'll just sit next to him and just watch him fight a boss for an hour.
There's loads of bosses in that game. Some of them are very like there's the same ones or variants of the same one. But yeah, some of them are fucking shit.
I feel like I have input that may help him, but I generally just keep my mouth shut and watch.
You can think that.
I can think that, yeah. Well, no, I think it as well because I pay close attention to sort of like there's one point where he was fighting some guy in the desert, and then you can summon a load
General Radahn with his fucking like meteor showers coming down and all sorts of crazy stuff. Yeah, that's
and you can summon a load of people off the desert as well who will fight him.
Yeah,
and
they usually die really quickly though.
Yeah, my input was like how and when to summon them, because I could watch his health bar, so I could see when they were being more effective, like at what point it was probably better to get them. Now I don't know how much of that he paid attention, whether he really paid attention to that or not, and then just learned how to dodge all the attacks and get at it and get her done. But you're right, absolute bonkers, huge arenas, massive bosses. It's such an amazing game, and that's from me not having played it, just watching.
You should just fucking have a go of it.
I'm checking it out.
Yeah, you're not really though, are you? You've got to get the feel. When you finally vanquish those bosses, like after struggling like fuck.
It's like Fraser's rest of life though is living vicariously through his son now.
Yeah,
too right. It's not the problem I have is just they're just so brutal, those boss fights. I just haven't got the patience or the time for it. You know what the problem is? I just don't have the time for it. I think that's one of the kickers. Right?
You do have the time. You just choose to spend it roving around the bayou.
Yes. Therefore, I don't have the time. All right, what else have we got?
I don't know.
Neil.
Right, I popped back and checked out Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, the longest title in video game history, over the last 24 hours or so. Because I was like, I'd like to go back and finish that.
Yeah, you didn't. You did play it before, right?
Yeah, it was November. Where it says on my save games, it was like the middle of November I last played. I was like, fucking hell, I can't believe it's been like 2 months already. It doesn't feel that long since I was playing it, but yeah, it's just more like old school Yakuza. I don't know what to say about it really. It's a bit fucking crazy. Just beating the shit out of people in fights and speaking to people and fighting tigers.
I'm confused about this. Is this Yakuza Like a Dragon?
So, Yakuza Like a Dragon is not this. No, that was a game that came out 3-4 years ago now. Right, which had Ichiban in. No, Kiryu. Sorry, it's not called Kiryu anymore. It's called Joryu. Because he's just the same guy with glasses and a little goatee.
Right.
I think I don't know if he had a goatee. He's been clean shaven in the past. He might have had a goatee before. But yeah, it's weird. Everyone knows it's Kiryu, but apart from but Kiryu died.
Apart from Sega.
Yeah. So
this is Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name.
Yes,
but it is
starring
a Yakuza game.
It's old school Yakuza. Like a Dragon was, well, Yakuza Like a Dragon was like a turn-based RPG.
Right.
Pretty usual bonkers Yakuza stuff though. Right. Men in nappies and stuff. I haven't had any men in nappies in this game yet.
The game is young.
Oh god, I did the men in nappies bit.
Yeah,
I remember that. That was very strange. Is that a regular occurrence then?
They've been in an earlier game for sure. I can't remember which one it was, but I've definitely met men in nappies because I haven't played Like a Dragon, or not a lot of it anyway. So they're all now called Like a Dragon. Whatever it's going to be. There's Infinite Wealth is the one that's coming out this year, which is going to be the guy from Yakuza Like a Dragon, Ichiban, and Kiryu together in the game. And he's in Hawaii. So it's first time outside of Japan.
Oh.
Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who raised his name, longest video game title in history, is set in Sotenbori, which was in Yakuza 0, I think, and maybe with some others. Whereas it's normally in Kamurocho, which is very Tokyo-y, I think. Like a district of Tokyo, I think. Whereas this is like a district of Osaka, I think. So far. Anyway. But yeah, it's supposed to be a quite short game, but it feels like it's still taking quite a long time to get anywhere.
All I can think about is the nappies. I don't think it was the men in nappies. I don't think it was in Like a Dragon that I did that. I think it was in another Yakuza game.
It might have been, but I'm sure they're in Like a Dragon. I'm sure they are.
It could be. I can't remember. I had to follow some guy and he went and ended up getting into nappies.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
It's just... Does it put you off playing?
I mean, why not? Not really, actually. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, probably wearing nappies is right, isn't it? Especially if you just want to piss yourself.
Well, if you give it 10 years.
You might be in nappies anyway.
Yeah. While you play Yakuza.
Depends.
But yeah, so it's fun anyway. It's as fun as the old Yakuza games have been. But I haven't really got there very far, it feels like, so far. So I've fought in the castle, which was a party city on a container ship. So, yeah. It's fucking just bonkers, as per usual.
Bonkers as usual. All right. Okay. Dave, do you want to go next?
Yeah. So, well, actually, should be on Neil's list, but I think he's forgot to add it. Portal 2.
It is on my list as well.
On your list.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I fired up that game.
Portal
2.0 was it? Or I can't even remember what it's called.
Revolution.
So the new game is Revolution. I haven't played that. I've played Portal 2.
Yes, that new
game. The realization that I hadn't played it and played it to completion.
So did I.
A couple of days. And I heard what's her name? The lady,
GLaDOS.
the lady robot, GLaDOS, singing at the end.
Yes, me too.
It was really good.
Apparently people like that game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I knew a lot about it, and I knew about the ending, just through, I don't know.
It's because it's like 20 years old and you can't really
because
have
it's
avoided
20
it
years
by now.
old, and like, yeah, I think GLaDOS being a potato has been in other computer games.
Maybe. I didn't know that. I didn't know that bit.
I don't know why.
It does make you feel like a bit clever. I don't know. Like I've gifted my son Portal 1 because it's been sit there and I had a gift in my library for fucking forever.
Okay.
And I was like, he should play that game because all he does is play fucking Fortnite and Football Manager and FIFA. So I was like, you need to play a game. It's going to make your brain work. But he hasn't played it yet.
Football Manager would do that, wouldn't it?
No, because you just fucking look at it all on YouTube, don't they? Which is probably what he would do if he played Portal as well. Just fucking look on YouTube to find the answer.
Wow.
I will admit, one puzzle, I can't remember exactly which one it was, but one puzzle I had to look up.
Oh, I didn't have to look any up. There was just like a couple. I walked away from a couple. I was just like, I don't know what. I just can't work this out right now. And I walked away and come back and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do.
It was one where I think it was with the beams that you had to like put yourself up into the air and then drop, and then while you were dropping, put the exit portal on a different.
I remember ones like that from the first game where like you were flying through the air and then you'd have to put a portal while you were flying, and you'd have to like put a portal in front of you to then fly through another hole. It's just fucking. It's like I don't know how you come up with the fucking things in the first place. Like it's easy. It's easier solving these things than coming up with them. I swear, in the first place. Right. So it's like fuck me. How do you Yeah. They're just fucking great puzzles.
It's good.
It really starts to twist
clever.
your fucking head around a little bit, though.
Yeah.
That mechanic is just so like nothing you ever experience in your normal life. So like to think about it, it's like what the fuck.
Yeah. But every time I saw myself through the portal, I was like, "Oh, that's me."
Yeah.
And it's so stupid, but it's just like, "Oh, that's me." How much of me can I see?
Yeah.
Because you can never get a good glimpse of yourself. It's only the back or either side, but you can't get like No,
I love the puzzles where you're like that involve you literally like falling to the floor and then flying through another hole somewhere else on the fucking puzzle to fly across the fucking map. I love those puzzles.
Yeah, when you get the momentum, that's good.
Yeah, I love that.
But it's excellent.
Still a good game.
Enjoyed it.
Now.
Still a good game. Might be my game of 2020.
Yes. Well, I think if you play, I played the Portal Revolution, so this is the mod.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it a mod or is it a separate game?
Yeah, it's a mod of Portal 2.
It's a mod of Portal 2. It's basically
a whole new campaign.
Right. So you need Portal 2 to play it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Now, I played this for a good while. I went through probably a good 7-8 test chambers. Typically with Portal, I don't know if anything else is what's coming up after that. So I only got up to that point. It just seemed like test chamber after test chamber. So my initial impression was, okay, it's more Portal. I didn't think it was more Portal 2. It felt like more Portal to me.
Wow. Well, it's set between Portal 1 and Portal 2, but I believe because the reason you need Portal 2 is because obviously it has the same mechanic. Because there's stuff in Portal 2 that wasn't in Portal 1.
Right.
Like mechanically.
Yeah, I don't feel like I saw anything that was Portal 2-esque. Yet. So I reserve judgment on that because I didn't really get...
I don't really want to watch the Portal Revolution videos.
Honestly, you could watch Portal Rev... Oh, well, yeah, in case there's anything coming up after what I played.
It's more like... Well, the whole thing is solving the puzzle, isn't it? You don't want to see how to solve a puzzle.
Yeah. But I'll give Portal Revolution its dues. They had they've got a what I would say is a more than half decent narrator.
It's not GLaDOS.
Whoever that may. Well, it's not. I'm guessing it's no one professional. Maybe.
Don't know.
I would
I
say.
have to say, going back to Portal 2 briefly, just say shout out to how funny that game is. It's difficult. Like most video games try to be funny, but that try to be funny aren't actually that funny. Portal 2 is actually very funny.
Yeah, it's good.
All the jokes hit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. So yeah, go check out Portal Revolution actually. Then if you want some more,
that'll be this week's Portal experience for me.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, Portal. Portal is a thing.
There was just a shout out to Lee. Was it Lee? Said in the Discord. Said where is it? He said a Portal 2. I think you guys might also enjoy another game from Valve called Half-Life 2. I've heard it's very good. So yeah.
Ha ha. Lol. Right. What else have we got? Sorry, Dave. Yes.
Oh yeah, I've got a few games to go through. I think I know you've got a game to talk about as well, but I'll quickly go through mine. I've got two that are very quick, and then I'll talk about my other one. I downloaded and picked up State of Decay 2 again, the Juggernaut edition on Game Pass. It's so annoying. I really want to love this game.
Right.
It like I've played it a few times and I've picked it up again. And I was like, oh, I want to play this, and it's like it kicked me straight back into the campaign where I left off before, and I was like, oh shit, I've played a load of this and I can't really remember. So I played it for another couple of hours, and it just doesn't grab me. It doesn't like. I don't know why. It's everything about the game. The zombie, the sort of like the strategy, the base building, I want to love it, but I can't.
I think it was one of those games where it was always perceived as being a very good game, but it was never perceived as being a great series or game.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I played a bit of. I think I played the first one and the second. I've never finished one.
No. And that might be it.
I think maybe there's a bit too much going on. Like there's too many things that if they just got rid of a couple of the things and made the other stuff that was there better, might be a better game. But there's nothing wrong with it. Really. No, it's just a bit. I used to like driving around and running over zombies in my wagon.
Yeah,
and like open the door, smashing them as you drive past.
Yeah. So
there's things I really like about it, and but the whole like managing the community part of it, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, so and so's fucking being a dick, great.
Or somebody else has got the zombie virus, and for fuck's sake,
I guess you'll get killed.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll keep it in my my pile of games that I've.
State of Decay 3 is due at some point. I guess it's not this year because it wasn't in the developer direct the other day.
They've to be honest, they've said they want to make a MOBA, not a MOBA,
MMO,
an MMO. MOBA's completely different. And that's basically why they released 1 and 2 is because they want to do.
You can multiplayer 2, can't you? And what?
You can multiplayer 2, yeah. But they want to do an open world, massively multiplayer.
What are you clinking there? Put those down.
Sorry, I didn't realise you could hear them.
Caps. He's got his Fallout coins.
And like ever since I heard that they wanted to do that would interest me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just kidding myself.
Well, the good thing is, if you've got Game Pass, when it comes out, you'll still be able to play it.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if they're owned by Microsoft or not, but
it's Microsoft first-party title, isn't it?
Is that?
Yeah.
But yeah,
whatever that means these days.
But yeah,
basically every game is a Microsoft first-party game these days, isn't it?
Yeah, because I bought everyone. So yeah, it was just a quick one. Say I've played it again. I've played a couple of hours and I really want to like it. I'm not quite there yet because there's a few other games out that's
not exactly spoiled for choice, are we, these days?
No, that's it. Another game that came out on a game that came out on Game Pass yesterday Thursday the 18th. Was Turnip Boy Robs a Bank? I don't know if you guys have played Turnip Boy games. I think
I
Neil...
briefly played Turnip Boy, I think, to get some achievement. I basically
Isn't
looked
there
at it
a
and I was
Turnip
like,
Boy
what
saves the
fuck?
world or something?
Yeah,
Is that what
something
it
like
was?
Or commits
tax
bank
evasion.
fraud, tax evasion. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking mad, isn't it? What the fuck?
It's such a fun, stupid game. It's crackers. Like it's madness.
Isn't it not in like widescreen?
I think
Every
it
video I've
is.
looked is not in widescreen. It's weird. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like shut down and got borders down the side. Weird.
I don't know. Maybe it has. Maybe I didn't realize. But no, I played it. It's a 2D. Would you say that's 2D?
Oh, it's definitely 2D. You're a turnip boy.
You're a turnip, and you. It does say if you haven't played Turnip Boy commits
Tax evasion.
fraud, tax evasion, to go and play that first. But if you haven't, give it a go.
Tax evasion. Sorry, just to say, tax evasion's got 10 out of 10 on Steam, and overwhelmingly positive from 7,000 people.
Quite a lot.
7,000 reviews. So
that's pretty good going.
So it's
Is the original still on Game Pass? Is Tax Evasion still on Game Pass? I think it might be.
It might be.
We're all going to play Turnip Boy games. Come on, let's go, people. Follow Dave. How did you get to this?
It's on Game Pass.
No, just tried it.
Just day one. Like literally, I was like, I know I've heard about these games. I'll give it a go. And it's the first time you boot it up, you have you don't actually talk. It's everybody talks at you and tells you how well you've done and but like you as Turnip Boy doesn't actually say anything, and you're just kind of roped into all these situations. But you got to go and rob a bank, and so you go and shoot up everybody and shake people down for money, and then you earn money and have the ability to buy things to progress you more through the banks, and the banks slightly change, and you get C4.
But you rob more than one bank.
Yeah, well, I think it's the same bank, but you're doing it every time you do the same bank. It's a different layout.
It's like procedurally generated.
Yeah, it's like a procedurally generated map that you've got to do. So basically, you've got 3 minutes to do as much as you can, and then you get an infinite waves of baddies basically going into every level to try and kill you. So you've got to find an exit. And the first couple of ones I did is I just escaped back out the front, and then there was one map where I escaped a different way. I can't remember.
This looks more of a game than the last one, I'll be honest.
The last one, well, yeah.
I just remember walking around and talking to people in the last game. That's all I remember doing.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good. It's brilliant. It's on Game Pass. It's if you want something stupid and fun. If you don't want to go into a really heavy story-driven game, just play this. It's so fun. It's stupid and yeah.
It's like video games used to be.
Yeah, especially if you're coming off like some bigger games. It's a small game to download and play, and it's
the sort of game I'm completely blind when I'm looking on Game Pass. I don't even see it.
Right.
Now I'll know it's there to go look for it.
Yeah.
There's a certain. I'm trying to train myself out of it. I don't know if any of you are the same, but it's almost like when I go into my Xbox and I go into Game Pass at the library, and there's just like I just go, oh, it's all shit. But there's like literally games in there that I've paid not one iota of attention to, and you sort of you say, oh, I'll take a look at that, and then you sort of dig in, and it's surprising what you're going to find. I don't know that blind. I just find that blindness to some stuff. I think it's the same on Netflix, right? You just miss stuff. I don't know what it is. I guess you just get used. You're sort of looking. You know what you want to see in a way, right?
Yeah, you're looking for something specific within your
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
So, but no, it's good.
Okay, all right.
Check it out.
Get your turnips on.
Height.
Okay. I've been playing some. I did fire up. Oh shit! What's your guy's name? Isaac, who goes into the ship. What's that again called?
Headspace.
Headspace. Dead Space Remastered. I fired that up. I'm quite impressed with what I see so far, even just at the start.
This on the Xbox then?
Yes, on my Series S. Yeah. I'm not sure if I've loaded it up on my PC. I don't think I have. I
don't think it'll cross thingy progression.
Oh, it may not. Yeah, because it's EA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck EA. Okay. Which is cool, but I didn't play very much of it, so I'm not going to really talk about it.
It does look nice.
Yeah, it did. It did look nice. I can't remember the old one well enough. I felt like they added a ton of stuff in at the beginning that I don't remember you being on a ship with them. Huh?
They added a lesbian.
Yeah, Neil's referencing veteran gamers.
But yeah, but I don't. Did he go? I noticed that. I did notice
maybe
that.
someone was banging on about it for fucking ages. I don't know.
I hadn't put two and two together because I can remember the banging on about it before. Yeah,
I didn't even notice when I played it because I hadn't played the original. I was like, oh.
Well, you're woke, Tony.
No, that's because I didn't fucking know anything about the original. So it didn't make any fucking.
Yeah, see, I don't think in the original. I don't remember them going to the plant, going to find. What's it called? The ship.
Fuck. Ishimura.
Fuck.
Ishimura, isn't it?
Ishimura. That's its cool name. Yeah, I don't remember them going as a group to the Ishimura at the start. I thought it was just him, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Chen got fucked over though, didn't he?
Somebody did anyway.
Chen didn't fucking do very well there.
Oh, he's the guy who gets stabbed right at the start, right? Yeah, it didn't work out for him. Yeah. But yeah, from what I saw in the startup, it looked pretty cool. I thought his suit looked excellent. So even that,
it's good vibes. Except it's not really good vibes. It's bad vibes, really. But
it's good bad vibes. Yeah, for sure. But one thing I know people who listen know that Williams Pinball was my game of the year last year because of Pinball. And then I just got a hankering. I was like, oh, I'm going to fire up some Williams Pinball again today. Or yesterday or whatever it was, a couple of days ago. I'll just pick whatever table it throws at me. And I started playing a table called the Party Zone.
The Party Zone?
The Party Zone. And it's a table I know. I've played it out in the wild. And, well, it's not that I know it. Anyway, so I started playing it. I was like, I really don't know this table at all. Like, I don't know what the rule sets are, what I have to do to get the big scores. I have not stopped playing that table for like 3 or 4 days, just trying. That table is...
Fuck me. This video is from 5 years ago.
Yeah, that table is not a good table. I mean, it's a great table, but it's not a good table. Like, it's just fascinating that as soon as you... Like, it's got good ramps on the left and right, so you can make these ramp shots. Or well, it's got like a good entrance up to on the right and a ramp on the left, and all this sort of stuff, and it's good. You just fire up those lanes and you could do that all day long, but as soon as you deviate and lose control of that ball and things start going sideways, the game totally just screws you over. I like literally wanted to throw my iPad out of the through the window this afternoon.
It seems to be like somebody riding a rocket or something.
Yeah, that's the animations. I turn that off. I don't really need to be distracted by that. But yeah, it's just I just find it interesting, you know, that the tables are so just have their characteristics like this, you know, and yeah, this one as soon as and it's going to happen. You're going to make a shot, and it's going to be a millimeter to the right, and it's going to bounce off the post rather than go up the lane you want. And as soon as it does that, I've just with this game now, I'm just like, oh shit, here we go. Like, was it going to go down the side, or is it going to fly down the middle? What's going to happen? And it's brutal. It is brutal, but maybe this is priming me for my Elden Ring run because
this is the Dark Souls of Pinball,
I keep getting back up, dusting myself off, and you know what it is? It's score chasing, right? It's just I can do better. I know I can blow this machine up, and I think when I turned it on the other day, my high score was like 4 million, right? Which I had thought was
lame.
Which I thought was okay, but what obviously is super lame. I've now
If you haven't
adjusted...
scored 100 million, is it even a score?
Well, I tell you, funny, after 3 days, I'm sitting here thinking 4 million's all right. Like 4 million's all right. If you can make 10 million on that, then I think that is definitely a game you should be happy with. My high score is 24 million, but I still haven't really blown up the multi-ball yet, and there's a big bang you can get on it. So I know, not even that, I know, like 50 plus million is there for the for the taking.
It's in ya somewhere. There.
It's in there somewhere. I just need to put some time in.
Have you
seen you haven't got time to play Elden Ring, and then you're fucking playing pinball. Dude,
I'm playing that on the toilet. You know,
you could play Elden if you had a Steam Deck. You could play Elden Ring on the toilet.
Have you? Is this in the rotation of pinball machines that you've seen in tournaments?
I've not seen one of these out for a while, but funnily enough, I did look online. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go look, because every time I get the bug by a table, then I go start researching it, and then so I go online and I start looking for gameplay or rule sets. Like there's some people do like, you know, how to score big points quickly on this machine, and I've utilized
pinball TikTok.
I've utilized that in a tournament so far. So I did that with one. Did I tell you about that with the centigrade machine that I learned how to play it online? This guy was just like, just keep making that shot up the right. Just keep making that shot. That's where you're going to bang 5 to 10, 15 grand points every time. And then in a tournament the other day, I just, that was it. And I got the highest score I've ever had on it or whatever, and just notched up my points. So there is something to be said for learning, like going off and learning these things. But the interesting thing is I go and learn it, and one of the guys who's got one of the tutorial video or gameplay videos up there is actually a guy who I know around here. Shout out to Mike Dymus, Mike for Mike, of course. Dymus is Dymus. If you're into pinball and want to see some stuff, he's got a good YouTube channel. He's the kind of guy. I watched a video of his last night, and I'll be completely honest, I can't watch all his videos all the time, but the timing was right last night, where I think he had a video, it's a good half an hour long, of him going and working on pinball machines and getting them powder coated and upgraded and brought up to a nice new finish or whatever. Basically, you know, what do we call it? What do we call video games? Not remastered, but like, you know,
renovated.
When it gets like renovated, we're getting the fresh coat of paint, right, and all that sort of stuff. I mean, on the video last night, there's a pinball machine called based on Dracula the movie, and he had that.
Which Dracula movie?
The one Bram Stoker's Dracula. Was that the one with Gary Oldman? I think. I can't remember.
Like, it's not like the old school black and white Dracula.
No, my point being, anyway, is they had a Dracula machine there. And if you look at pinball machines, generally, you know, they're mass-produced. They have the silver sort of hand guard rails or silver rails across the top of the machine or whatever like this. These guys had taken the Dracula machine, taken off all the silver side panels or whatever, and they had it all powder-coated to like a maroon color. It just made the machine look absolutely gorgeous, right? Absolutely gorgeous. And then you see, like, they take out all the old bulbs from these machines and do LED modifications and stuff like that. And they just look, some of these machines just look incredible. Just works of art, actual works of art, right? And actually on that Dracula machine, they added works of art that this guy had done, these illustrations for the side of it. Just looks amazing. So anyway, more pinball nerdiness. I apologize. I'm boring everyone, but yeah, very good. And shout out to Mike for tracking videos.
Actually, you know the tilt mechanic from pinball?
Yes. I have a tilt story for you.
Is there actually a way to fuck up a table so it doesn't work anymore? Like,
yes. So I'll tell you a tilt story from just a couple of weeks ago when I was in the tournament. So I met this American guy who was playing in the tournament. He was up in Canada for whatever reason, so he came to the tournament, and he had a tattoo of a tilt mechanism on his forearm, and if you look at a tilt mechanism it's really, once you know what it is, you can see what it is and you understand how it works. But I mean, if you don't know what it is, and he said this, he gets lots of people come and go, "Why have you got a toilet plunger tattooed on your arm?" Right? But it's tilt mechanism. So the guy's a full-on pinball nerd.
That's nerdy. That's full-on.
So that tilt mechanism is there, right? So you're playing a pinball machine or whatever, and you give it a nudge, which is what people do in pinball, right? But not
well,
too
you have
much.
to get the ball to fucking go where you want it to, don't you? Sometimes.
Well, I don't know. Do you? I'm not a really.
Well,
I'm not really a nudge.
That's
I'm
next
not a
level pinball player.
I'm not a nudger, but I'm becoming. I'm slowly nudging a little bit more. And so that's the tilt. So basically, what that is, it's like a metal plum, right? And it hits the side, like operation, right? Hits the side, and then that's it. Creates the contact or whatever. And I've seen people at tournaments as well. And I've seen people at tournaments as well. After a machine is tilted, they will wait 2 minutes for that plum to settle down, right? Say, because they don't want to start there and it's already got a momentum to it. Anyway, so the guy who had the tilt mechanism on his arm, he was a really animated player. I mean, really animated. And we were playing it in one of our tournaments games. We were playing one machine. I think it was F-14 Tomcat for anybody who cares. And he tilted that machine, but he slam tilted it. And so we had to, and it cut everyone's game. It didn't stop his game. It cut everybody's game.
You get expelled from that, like disqualified.
Well, I mean, we called over one of the guys and we were talking, and I really sort of left him to talk about it. It's not my problem. You got to sort that out, right? But at the end, I was just like, what are you talking? What's this? You keep saying slam tilted. Like, what's a slam tilt? So a slam tilt is actually a second tilt mechanism that's in the coin door, because back in the day, obviously these things were in arcades and people used to jimmy open, right? The front coin door. So they put another mechanism in there, that if they can feel people bumping the machine or whatever around the coin door area. So that's slam tilting, and that shuts everything down. Anyway, so he got disqualified out of that. So it's interesting that he had the tilt mechanism on his arm, and then lo and behold, he slam tilts the machine. So there's a little bit of tilting. That's what I've learned about tilting.
I never understood how you've got... I mean, pinball tables are fucking heavy. Like the real things are.
They're heavy,
How do you fucking wallop that thing enough to make anything happen with the ball?
You can. Don't forget, they're on long legs. There's flex on those legs. And also, they are heavy, but they're not that heavy. You can, a good sized chap like yourself, Neil, who's got a bit of heft behind him, can really...
or
Dave's
me.
heftier than me now.
Or Dave, or a strong, or a
someone
who's
got big shoulders, you mean?
Or a fit, strong person like Dave, or an athletic person like myself. We can give those things a
athletic.
So they can move.
You've got a regular Usain Bolt here on the podcast.
But I've also played machines where the tilts are very sensitive as well. So, and you can adjust those, right?
I never even think to do it when I'm playing a video game pinball, let alone do it for real. It's probably easier to do it for real. You're properly like hoofing it, aren't you? On the fucking.
That's where you're going wrong. Maybe you should be hoofing the machine around a bit.
We'll find out. I mean, hopefully I'm going to come over. I'm going to play some pinball this year. That's the plan. Anyway, we'll see. So yeah, anyway, more pinball. Can't complain.
Cool.
Who's got anything left?
I'm just playing more Hunt. Loads more Hunt. My most played game this last week is Hunt.
Is it really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so we were playing the other day. Do you remember when you and Matt got downed in the swamp and I held out and killed that guy and got you back up? And all those. It turned out that was right in the middle of a 2-day rampage I was on. I got promoted to 4-star.
Yeah, I was there when you got promoted.
Oh, were you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back down to 3-star now.
Good man. Come join the scum.
I've put a pile of dead hunters in the ground.
I've started to go through my roster of 50s that I've been storing.
Oh, yeah?
Just thinking, what's the point of having all these guys? They just sit there, and I've got loads of traits and loads of stuff. I might as well use them.
Yeah.
And then start, because I've only ever got one free slot open for a hunter.
Right.
So I was like, I've lost a couple.
You must have a few
new
$100.
things.
You can buy more
I've
slots.
got fucking loads of. I've got some blood bonds, the premium currency that I could buy some new slots if I wanted to. But I was like, I don't really need any more slots. They've got fucking like 30 slots with like 28 50-star hunters or whatever.
Right.
So I've just been using a few of those. They've all got loadouts as well. It's all like just It means I just go in without spending any more dollars for a few runs. But been playing quite a lot of solos.
Enjoying it?
Yeah.
Solos is a good game.
I was going to say,
it's a different game. I was like, how shall I play this type? So I always go with something, at least one quiet weapon, and try and keep myself to myself largely. But and like, there's a few runs where I literally like go in, someone banishes the boss within about fucking a minute, someone banishes the second boss within 3 minutes, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, that's no point in like, I'll not potter a lot, and it's usually like across the fucking map from where I am, so you pottering around, make my way across the map. They've already left by the time I get there. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, just leave. So there's been some boring solo games like that. And then the other day, there was a game where I got 4 kills in a game as a solo. Just like, it all started kicking off where the boss was. So, and I was quite close for once, so I just went over there, kept like, there's a load of like cornfields, dead cornfields sort of thing. And so I was like sneaking around in the fields, see some guy running, heard some guy come running in. I was like, right, just keep an eye out for him. There was already a dead hunter on the ground. He went to loot the dead hunter, so I shot him in the head as he was looting the hunter. And he was obviously a solo because he rezzed himself, so I shot him in the head when he got straight back up. And then 2 other people fucking joined at this point. I was like, uh-oh. So when he rezzed himself again, I missed my shot on him the 3rd time. And he ran off, picked up the bounty and fucked straight off because it all kicked off. There was loads of other people around. I killed another guy. Then someone shot me, but they didn't kill me, so I ran off and hid till I healed up and everything. And I was like, now I don't know where anyone is. And I can't remember what happened in that game. But last night, I was playing on my own. And so, obviously, the idea is you banish the boss, pick up the bounties. Whenever you've got the bounties, everyone can see you where you are and all that sort of shit. There's a big lightning strike if you go into dark site. Excuse me. Or if you open the map, you can see roughly where they are on the map. So I was like, I hadn't got anywhere near either of the bosses. There was one relatively near an exit, and I was between that and the exit. I was like, I'm going to go to that exit then. Plonked a little trap down near the exit. And then ran off into like the mountains nearby. And these 2 bounties came plodding along down towards the exit. And I was like, right, okay, here we go. Get ready. I had a silenced Nagant with poison ammo, and I had a silenced Vetli with dum-dum rounds, so that would make people bleed if you hit them. And these 2 guys come down. They didn't set my trap off, but obviously the horses, if someone's within a certain radius of the exit, if there's 2 opposing teams within a certain area of the exit, the horses and everything start going neighing and kicking off. So they obviously know someone's nearby. So they come off rather than just to like leave. I sort of got a glimpse of one, and I was like, I took a little pot shot of them. So they fucking come after me because obviously they've got dark sight. They could probably only see there was one guy, and they come. I was up,
and they go, he missed the shot. He's got to be crap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it must be shit. So they were like, the exit was like low, and I was up at like, I don't know, like 10 foot higher on this next level up nearby. You probably know where it was. I can't remember what map it was on. But there was like, there's a couple of little outcrops of rock, and then loads of space, and then there was this tiny little fucking bit of rock.
South of I
can't remember. It was on the south side of a map. But there's like, might be. There's one little sticky up bit of rock that's big enough to hide you from, like, if you're running around it, like to hide you from other people. So the first guy come running towards me, I lobbed a fucking stick of dynamite roughly in his direction. I could see him on the screen, so it was quite close, and I just fucking lobbed it and went running around this bit of rock. Didn't hit him with the dynamite, but then he was still running around, and he came towards me again, and I just fanned him, like bang, 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 bang with my pistol. I dropped him, so he had a bounty, and it was on the floor like there, and then his mate come from my left, and he was trying to shoot me, so I ran back the other way around this fucking little bit of rock, and I was like started to got my gun reloaded while he was. I could hear him go. You can hear the sound's really good in this game, so you could hear roughly where they are. So I couldn't see him, but I could hear him running to like the right of me. So I'd run left around this rock, and it was like fucking Benny Hill or whatever. I was just like, every time he went one way, I'd go the other way. So I never see him until I wanted to see him. Once I got my fucking pistol loaded up, I could hear him going left. So I went left, and I was like, blah, 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 hit him a few times, and fucking. When you get poisoned, all your vision goes all fucked up. He got me with one poison round. And I was like, oh, it didn't get me. And I went back, because I'd fucking used all my ammo, ran back around behind the crop of rock, and I was like, reloading my pistol. I was like, what am I doing? I've got a fucking rifle reloaded. I was like, just ran round with my rifle with my dum-dums. And he's like, took a one shot, missed him. And he pinged a bullet past my left ear or whatever, ducked in behind the rock, come back out, bang, hit him with a dum-dum round, and like a fraction of a second later, he goes, oh! And I was like, cool, I just killed both bounties. Fucking result. So I picked up one of the bounties and fucked straight off. I was like, thank you, lads.
Yeah.
Things like that. I was like, I've never done that before, 1v2. I was like, yeah, that was, my heart rate was fucking well up, and I was like, proper pumped. I was like, I guess I'm not going to bed for a little while. But,
mate.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing. I love it. I had one last week where these guys, I can't remember exactly the scenario, but I fired at these guys, missed. Right, and they did the same. Right, they're just like, "Oh, it's a solo. Let's go kill him." They chased me around for everything. But I'm learning. Right, the key was just don't let them get close to you. Don't let them get close to you. Keep moving. If there's two of them chasing you, and sooner or later they sort of try to be clever and they'll split, and you can get one of them.
Yeah.
Right, and eventually, you lose some. Of course you do. You lose some of the fights. But I mean, I won one the other day where these guys chased me all the way around, and I just loved. And that's when the voice comms come on, and I just go. Right, are we done now? Please. I'll take that. Thank you. Especially, but the beauty of yours is you don't even need that second bounty. You just leave it on the ground, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, in the same game, I'd already killed one guy because I was in the current event. There's these, well, you call them corn logs. There's these they call them altar spires, aren't they? Officially, corn like logs. A little. I don't know what it's like, a collection of fucking bones or whatever, about 8 foot tall or whatever.
We call them corn logs because one of the events they looked like logs. I don't even know if they looked like corn logs. And Gary came up with that one. I don't know where corn log came from, but it's a general nomenclature now for these things.
So basically, when it's similar to like the horses going mad at the exit, if there's two hunters of opposing teams in the vicinity of this thing, it starts making loads of fucking noise. Same as like the event, the clues for like finding where the bosses are. When you collect a clue, if there's someone else nearby, it glows red and it's fucking kicking off, makes loads of noise.
I mean, we can call them what they are. They're all anti-camping mechanisms, right?
So I was in this. I saw some guy run into this building basically in front of me. I can't remember. It was might be the quarry. So there was two of these fucking corn logs and the clue in this area that I could see. And I saw this guy, he climbed up a ladder, and I was like, shall I have a shot? No, I'm going to leave it. He went in this building, and I was like, right, I'm going to leave it. And then there was like, I'll never see him again. So I was like, after about 5 minutes, I was like, right, fuck it, I'm going to go in. I got near the corn log that was literally just outside this building, and it wasn't going off. So I was like, oh, maybe he's gone again. So I went up the ladder, click, 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 makes a load of noise when you climb the ladder. So I was on the first floor of this building. And it's like, I swear he's fucking here still somewhere because I never see him go to get the clue. And then I could hear like the zombies go walking around. And I'm like, I fucking swear he's here somewhere. And every now and again, the fucking corn log would go mad. I was like, well, he must be someone else is here. Either someone else is coming in from outside. But there was two of these things, and it was right. I was in between the two of them, and both of them would fucking go off at one point. It was like really fucking loud. And I was like, he's got to be fucking nearby. And I thought I could see him through I was at the top of this ladder inside the building, and I could see something moving around. I was like, is that their feet? I can't tell. And then the next thing I hear is this ladder's right in front of me. I hadn't moved for ages, and I hear someone start climbing this ladder right in front of me. I'm like, okay. And I got my rifle out, which has the dum-dum rounds in. He gets so he pops his head because you can't do anything until you get off the ladder.
Yeah, if you're climbing,
you can't shoot while you're on the ladder. So his head appears right in front of me, and I was like, bang, shot him as he just about got off. And then it's like, took ages, it felt like ages for it to fucking cock the next bullet into the round chamber. I was like, oh, come on. And he fucking shot me, headshot me. I was like, bollocks. And then after he headshot me, I heard him go, ah! So he was, because he was bleeding and he'd fucking hadn't stopped himself bleeding before he died out.
Died out, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, cool, I've got Necromancer. I revived myself and popped a fucking concertina mine on him, stood back a bit, waited. No, nothing's going off. He's on his own. Chucked a fucking flame on him. He waited till he burnt out and the fucking concertina had gone and he was like, okay, he's dead. Then I fucked off and killed the other 2 bounties. So that was a great game, that one. 3 kills.
Yeah. I would say one of the best things about the Dum Dum rounds is is when you set someone bleeding and then you've got them into a position to chase them, right? Just to keep applying a little bit of pressure on them so they don't quite have time to bandage because you're still sort of pushing them. But you're also not pushing them hard enough, to engage them in a fight. So they sort of don't know what to do, but all this time they're bleeding to death.
Yeah.
That has got to be one of my favorites. Just keeping them on the hook long enough. It's like fishing with the Dum Dum rounds.
I definitely got screwed over in one game. Like, I was, for all of that, how great that was, there was a round earlier where I was taking a couple of pot shots on some guys because I was like, fucking, I heard 2 guys run up and I was in one of these fields again. And I was like, I heard them run past and they got really close and I was like, oh, there's 2 of them. I don't really want to take them on here. Waited for them to run away a bit. And I was like, just lining them up with my scope. And I just fucking missed and shot big time. I was like, oh, and it was only like a single round rifle. So it takes ages to reload. I was like, oh. So I like dived back in the field and they fucked off. And then later on, like I caught them back up. And I just got myself in a really bad situation. It's like, I think they shot me and I was on fire. So I was like, you have to hold F to press, like, to stop yourself burning. And then once I stopped burning, fucking like a fire zombie guy with there's like 3 zombies just comes chasing after me. I was like, what the fuck? Like one of them lamped me with a lamp and I was on fire again. And I was like, ah, fuck. And then I was just dead with that bollocks.
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah. For all of the greatness of the 3 kills and the 4 kills earlier, then you get absolutely some fucking comedic event happens and you just die.
Oh yeah. Everybody says hunt giveth, hunt taketh. Oh, that's good. That's good.
So it's been fun again. I'm really enjoying it, and like even if there's no one else there. So
well, the other thing about playing solo as well is there is nothing better than playing solo for training yourself onto the almost like the effect area, right? So how fast you can go past things without them noticing you. The more you play solo, the more you become better at maneuvering through the environment without setting things off. And man, because the hunt is all, I would say hunt is all about managing your environment, listening, and gunplay is almost third.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're playing super aggro, then that whole thing gets reversed and noise or whatever, it doesn't matter. Then it's gunplay and managing your environment. Clearing out zombies if you know you're going to be fighting in that area. You know, but like you said, the sound, listening for stuff, it's great.
Yeah, it's the best it's ever been, but it's fun at the moment for sure. Like I watched a video, Psycho Ghost. There was a few things that are a bit broken at the moment, but
yeah, I watched that video. Gary watched it too. He had quite the rant in the middle about the burning mechanics or whatever it was, or something. Oh no, it was the. Yeah, the economy is a little bit broken at the moment. Yeah. I don't mind, but like I was saying to Gary the other day, yesterday, I don't mind. Like Psycho Ghost was complaining about these ham-fisted changes that they make. I actually enjoy it. I love it when they completely break the metas and so what? Fix it afterwards. We're not going anywhere.
Well, I think the weapons aren't too bad, are they? They're like the actual gunplay. Like I don't feel like. I mean, there's guns that are more suitable at different ranges and stuff like that, but nothing feels like... There was definitely a time where everyone had the same guns, and I don't feel like that's the case now.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah.
Like, you had to have the Caldwell conversion uppercut pistol, but then they made that really fucking expensive, so it was like, well... People were finding alternatives to that because...
Yeah, see, he was complaining the other day about them adding in all the custom ammos to all the weapons, which they're slowly drip feeding. You know, now you can have dum-dums on a Vetterli, right? Which you you never could before. So why would you now pick a Springfield when you can have a Vetley with dum-dums? You know, just as an example, not necessarily true. But actually, the weapon progression has changed as well. So you haven't got access to all those different variations like you did like we did.
Well, I'm assuming he's not prestiging anymore, so because he's got
I just think
hundreds of
it's
thousands of dollars.
Well, it's very different for someone who's very tuned in, and you know, any slight change has a massive effect on that he witnesses. Whereas for scrubs like us, you know, when they make changes, it's like a new game, right? And was like, oh, okay, we got a bit of a new game here. How's this going to pan out, right? And we're sort of like, la la la, let's go play it. I don't remember ever complaining, like in the previous patch when it was so difficult to burn people, and now in this patch when it's really super easy to burn people, I just take it for what it is, and I'm sure it'll change a little bit later on. So
there's definitely ones that I like. There's definitely times where, like, one of the things he did say was about having like the access to the 2 loadouts, for example, in a game. When you go into a game and you've loaded up with a fucking really expensive sniper rifle or whatever, and then it fucking is pissing down with rain when you join the game. And like, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to use my fucking sniper rifle.
No, right? Yeah, suck it up, Buttercup, and go play the game. I mean, he was a bit of a whiny bitch, I gotta say.
But that is super annoying because they're like, you spend fucking like $800 on a sniper rifle and it's going to a game and it's fucking lashing down. Like, can't see more than 10 feet in front of you. Like, fucking brilliant. I'd have brought that fucking gun. It's basically useless.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. Anyway, okay. We've rambled on far too long on Hunt. Was there anything else?
Never heard of.
Was there anything else? Did anybody else have another one?
Oh,
Dave has one more. Dave's finishing.
It's a game that's been released today, called PalWorld.
Early access, technically.
It's early access, released on early access in Steam and Game Pass. It's a crafting Pokemon-like game. That's it looks and feels a bit like Fortnite.
Craftopia was the previous game that these guys made.
Craftopia was the previous game from the same developers. But the look and feel of your character is similar to Fortnite, I think. It's a really lush green place that you start off, and basically you've got to catch PALs, Pokemon. They're basically Pokemon.
Pocket monsters.
Pocket monsters, yeah. And you use them. They want to be helpful around your base, so you can get them doing tasks like mining stone or chopping down trees, or cooking or anything basically around there. Different animals, different pals have different abilities and do better at different things. But it's really good. I've played a couple of an hour or so today. My daughter's really into it. She's put a couple of hours into it as well.
It's multiplayer as well, isn't it?
It is multiplayer. Although when I started the game up after Jim, multiplayer was down because I'm guessing it's extremely popular. Most of the top Twitch streams are streaming it at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, where did you playing this? On Game Pass?
This is off Game Pass. Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
So
PC and Xbox.
PC,
It's out
Xbox.
on Steam.
Yep. And it is out on Steam as well. It's
not free on Steam, so it is going to Game Pass.
25 quid on Steam.
Yep.
Interesting.
It's not cross multiplayer. I don't think between Steam and Game Pass at the moment. Although that is one of the things.
What about Xbox and PC Game Pass?
It is.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah,
it's blowing up.
There's 111 pals to capture at the moment. The map is extremely large. They've got lots. I don't know if you've played Ark or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a bit similar to that, where you you can create like saddles for your animal, for your pals to ride, either like land animals or flight. I haven't got that far at the moment, but I've seen a few videos. You can do gliders. There's big bosses that roam around the map, dungeons, and there's lots of fast travel points. And then basically you bring up the map and you scroll out, and the map is extremely large. And yeah, it seems like a really big game that's got lots of potential. It's quite early access. There is, well, when you say early access nowadays is like, you know,
Start.
it's a good game. It's a game there, and lots of content. But it feels really good, that it's going to be expanded on, especially with the amount of hype and traction it's got. Yeah, I think it's one of those games. I'm probably going to do a stream of it tomorrow, with my daughter. We're going to create a map. Hopefully the multiplayer's up then. That'd be nice if it is.
It'd
If
be
not,
even worse at the weekend. Let's be honest. With like...
Well, you know, they released it Friday. It was Friday morning. 8 o'clock, and I played it for about 10 minutes at 7:30, and it was fine. And then after work, after the gym, I came back, and yeah, you can't create a multiplayer based game. I actually deleted my old map that I'd played 30 minutes of, thinking, oh, maybe it was just, there's been an update and it fucked it. No, it was the actual multiplayer stuff that's down. So I started a map without the multiplayer enabled. Luckily, you can edit the world settings to allow multiplayer after you've created it, so that's good. And yeah, we'll see. It'll either be myself or my daughter, me and my daughter, playing tomorrow. But I've set aside a couple of hours.
Did you play Pokemon when you was a young boy?
I played Pokemon Blue. I was the blue because my friend has red, and we had a link cable between our Game Boys.
This is what. Is this the one they say red and blue is like this one? Can't remember. What's the most recent one? Oh, Violet, is it or something?
I've got into Technicolors. Red and blue were the original OG Game Boy games.
Wow.
So, although they did do a green,
but they weren't red and blue then; they were just black and grey. Or was it Game Boy Color?
Black and green.
Yeah, black and green. But no, yeah, I played the original. I didn't really get into any of the others after that. I think I played Pokemon Snap maybe on the N64, which was like
I had a bit of Pokemon Go. That's all I've played Pokemon wise. That's the only Pokemon game I've ever played.
I played I played it for like about a day. I didn't get on with that game at all. But no, yeah, no, but no, it's a good.
You don't have guns in Pokemon, though, do you? Usually.
You don't have guns in Pokemon. You can get guns in this game.
So you can shoot. It's not just the pocket monsters that are doing the battling, is it? You've got guns and shit.
Yes, yes. So it's a 3D space, like Ark, and you can have your animal out with you, do it battling, and you battle to knock out, I think it's the right way of saying, or getting the other pals to a low enough health so you can capture them, or knock them out for their materials like meat and wool.
Actually kill them, you mean?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. The best ones to kill are the sheep, because they basically turn into a big ball, and you can sort of walk them off cliffs and stuff.
Nice.
It's quite funny.
Do they bar?
Yeah.
Once they disappear off the
show. The graphics are quite cutey.
It looks. I know what you mean by Fortnite vibes, like visually.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very colourful.
It is very colourful. Apparently, You can have up to 20 people in your same world at the same time. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet. It's not a persistent world yet as well, at least on the Xbox. But I think they're working towards that so that the world persists while you're not playing. But no, I've seen in the options, I've seen up to 20 people, sort of one of 20 in the same map, which would be cool. You can all join or be against each other. So then it's not only PvE or PP.
PvPvE.
It's PPVPVPEV.
VIPVPVE.
So again, I think the game's got a lot of possibilities. Yeah. So, and I've seen a few videos on it. A few people had like preview codes and stuff that are playing the early game. And it just piqued my interest. I guess it's piqued a lot of people's interest because it is blowing up today. So yeah, I will be streaming that on the Seal Podcast Twitch.
All right,
tomorrow.
Dave's committed. He's committed to it, everyone.
Yeah.
Make sure you update
when you get a game,
the stream title and everything.
Yeah, no, I literally downloaded all the OBS stuff today, so I'll put the Seal Podcast branding on it, and I'll try and get it done proper. So yeah,
nice.
That's it. So
I've got one question.
Go for it.
What are you buying with your bottle caps?
Well, hang on. How many have I got? Hang on. I got.
Oh, Jesus, mate, you're
look
loaded.
At that! Wow.
You can pick up plenty of ammo with them, surely.
I don't know why. I like keeping the bottle caps. I've got jars and jars of them.
You're ready for the apocalypse.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, is that PalWorld done then? We're going to hear more about that anyway, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to love you and leave you and go pick up a child. So somebody wants. Yeah, I know. Lame. Does anybody want to do an outro?
I'll do an outro. I'm good at them. Well, I do them often. I didn't
say anything.
You've done it a few hundred times.
Yeah.
You're nearly getting the hang of it.
Nearly. I will record this one day and then just tell you to do the recording.
So someone else got to do it.
No, just play the recording of me.
Yeah, just do extra work, everyone.
We can set it on the soundboard for the podcast.
I'm very sensitive to people giving me work to do.
Especially your boss.
Oh yeah, definitely. And customers.
So, I will say thank you for listening to the Seal Podcast. If you'd like to ask us questions or get involved, please contact us either at email sealpodcast@gmail.com. Join us on our Discord server. A link is pinned on Podbean, YouTube, and Twitch. We have YouTube and Twitch channels which we stream and upload and stream to as much as possible. And then I need to redo this thing. Removing Twitter X has really thrown me on this one.
Have you removed it then or not?
I've blanked it out, but yeah, like every time I read it, it's like it doesn't feel natural. So I need to
wait till we get on Blue Sky properly.
Blue Sky.
Wait till anyone else fucking joins Blue Sky, like other than us.
Right. But Neil, do you want to do a shout out for?
It's been a quiet one in the chat. Lord was there early, went off to play Starfield. Like that's better than this. And
he is not wrong, is he?
Pilch was there to say he put a seal emoji in, but it looks like it's not like a seal animal. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
I don't know. It looks like an otter, grey otter.
It doesn't here. It looks like a coins. It looks like coins on my screen. It looks bizarre.
Okay,
anyway.
All right. Well, thank you very much, gents. Much appreciated. Thank you everyone for listening. once again, that's a show. We'll catch up with you next week.
See you next week.
Cheers, guys.
Later.